You're just gonna always take my bed now? But right now, what I want to focus on is creating a pumpkin patch. You sit. Sit, doggo. Where's Gary? You are Gary. I'm just preemptively calling you Gary because you're the second red one. One of you is going to be blue by the time I reach Lapis. I used to love spruce. Nowadays I like dark oak more. It's just an even darker variant of wood. I still like spruce, but I used to love it. Just because it was the darkest in the whole game. I think I'll try pumpkins facing outward. Let me think. Pumpkins can be made into pumpkin pie, which means I need sugar and eggs. So I'll have to put together somewhere a chicken coop. And more importantly, or I don't know which is more important, but definitely sugar cane. I need that. I'd also like to use the sugar cane to build to make books. I miss there being bigger houses. Like in the villages, there would be at least one like L-shaped house. That was pretty big. You could do what you needed to do within it. That would be a perfect place to hold these freaking dogs. So I found this really great video editor. At first I was using Shotcut, and that one was pretty confusing, but mostly worked until it didn't. And then the issue was figuring out why it was locking out all folders as being without permission, and of course I couldn't. So then I couldn't work with it anymore. So I just had to get rid of it. And now I have a new one. I think it's called Open Editor, but it's very easy to use and surprisingly powerful considering that. You just drag and drop what you need when you need it, and it works. And I don't know how to explain it better than that, but it does work. Now we got some stuff. I'm gonna have to be very careful going through here. We've got gold. Wonder if we'll find diamonds. But actually, more importantly, is lapis. That was a waste of time. Alright, I'm heading back. Unless... Nope, got no lapis. I'm heading back. I would like to get a furnace system underway at some point, but I think that should be saved for my own house. Nice. These are the tiniest fucking houses ever. They're beautiful, and they got kind of a dollhouse sensibility to them. And I like how the new structure designs in the game have this sort of snapping pieces together type of way of working. But they are so tiny. There. Now my house is clearly marked, and I won't get lost. Not that it makes much of a difference anyway, because, well, someone's going to be sleeping in my bed by the time I get there anyway. Let me see if I can find some brown. Yes, I can. I'll have plenty of mushroom soup. I talked about someday maybe I'll get a NASA computer, and with it I'd like to set up some ray tracing and HD textures. One of the things I really appreciate about them is that blocks that don't produce light in the game can be rendered as producing light within the rendering engine, and making LAPIS glow so that they have a ready-made blue light source, which is really good for rendering. What if LAPIS became the go-to lighting block for mushrooms? Because mushrooms need to grow in the dark, but LAPIS would let you see the mushrooms without interfering with the dark. There it goes. So there's also stuff to mine in here. Interesting. There's plenty of ore in the game again. It almost feels like back in the early days of the game when you could end up with overwhelming amounts of iron. God damn it. The people stealing my bed. This is why I eventually need to move out of these people's place and get my own house. They're always stealing my bed.